Yo yappers, welcome back to another Yap Session here on the channel. We here for day 19, almost there to day 20, kind of pissed chilling, dude. But today we're here to kind of continue on the Yap Session from yesterday. Obviously, yesterday we talked about the initial, starting Rivals of Aether. Now, Rivals of Aether 2, I should specify, actually, sorry. Rivals of Aether 2. And today I'm back to kind of talk about, so I've now probably added about another 2-3 hours onto the game now, and all of that time was set in the arcade mode again. This time I went through and just played every single character once, just through their easy arcade mode. Just tried them all out, see who I liked and who was eventually I think I do want to at least learn every single character at least a bit, and try them out, maybe do like a Yap session for each character, just to have some filler episodes where I need to. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. I'm getting a lot more used to the movement, as hopefully you'll see in the background footage. My movement's not as bad now. It's still not great, don't get me wrong, and it's like my defense is non-existent, so I don't use the shield button at all, which is obviously a very bad thing. But we're slowly getting there, and obviously it's I'm only 5 hours into the game, and this is a fighting game. It's gonna be a while before I'm really fully comfortable, but I'm getting better, which is good. And I mean, throughout these, let's just go down the list. Let's just start it off. I just went from left to right and then down just to play every single character, which there's 7 plus 5. Oh, brain. I'm recording this at 3 a.m., so a little bit cooked. 7 plus 5, 12. And then another 4, so there's 16 characters in total. So yeah, it didn't take me it only took me about 2 hours of grinding, and it was fun overall. But yeah, started with Frostburn, who or Forsburn, I don't know how to pronounce these, so if I pronounce them wrong, my bad. But yeah, Forsburn, I was actually very surprised by it. I seen his character design. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna really fuck with this. But then I went into it, and I mean, I didn't get a great time on beating it, but it felt really cool. And a lot of his abilities seem really cool. And there's some actually unique stuff there with the smoke and the clones that I'm he's honestly up there on, I may main him. I don't know if I said, but yeah, this episode's kind of going to be me deciding on who is going to be my main character. Not that I'm not going to play any other characters, but the character that I'm going to try to focus most of my time on. And honestly, Forsburn kind of up there. I didn't get a great time with him in an 834, which is a long time, but he was the first one I did, obviously, so I had to get used to moving again and fucking all that. But honestly, kind of really fun. Next up, we had Loxodon. His specials are really cool, but I just don't like how slow he feels. He does feel really slow, and honestly, he feels like a really popular character. And from what I've seen a lot of Loxodon clips of the few clips I have seen of this game, so I don't and also it's he's heavy, but I honestly much rather play any of the other heavy characters, so I don't see me maining Loxodon at all. Clarin, dude, this character felt the worst of all of them, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, actually, there was Raster. The thing is that I wasn't good on it. Well, actually, we'll get into him in its own section. Clarin here, absolutely not. Normally, I'm a sortie, but I just did not understand this character at all. It felt like all of her specials were very boring. There wasn't a lot of cool stuff I feel like I could do just having the sword. It didn't feel like she had any cool things that I could find. Now, obviously, this is just the first playthrough. I mean, I only had my hands on her for 7 minutes. It's surprisingly, with one of my fastest times was Zetterburn, but I think that may just be because he's just a very fat, or a very easy character. I was gonna say a very fast character, though. He's just a very easy character, he's your basic character in this, and I mean, he seems pretty fun for understanding the basics of the game. honestly, you would probably go with him. However, he's definitely not going to be my main, I don't think. I think there's just much better options here. That's it for the fire characters, which coming from that, Forsburn is definitely like my most liked in that section. Going into the wind side of things, Raster is interesting. Like I think I see it. There feels like there is a lot to this kit that I'm just like I'm seeing, but I'm going, huh? What that do? He definitely seems like you need to really sit down and read his abilities and kind of understand to see what he's doing. And yeah, he ain't gonna be my main. I'm genuinely my least favorite out of the win category, even though I think kind of overall win category is kind of good. They're all like good options. Like Raster isn't my least favorite. I can at least see like there's options there, and like maybe learning the complications could be interesting. And then next up, Fleet, the kind of archer zoner character in this game, and honestly, like I've always kind of been a bit of a. Usually, my category in fighting games is either swordy or zoner, and sometimes both. I mean, like Janimba was my fucking shit in Fighter Z. Fucking in Street Fighter, I played Ed, and then Sagat really abused that fucking fireball. What other fighting games I played? I can't think of any right now. GG. But yeah, I really enjoy having a weapon. Like, having any sort of weapon is really good. Like, having big, fucking large area coverage is good. And obviously, Fleet does that pretty well while saying, oh, wait, oh, 2xk up. I played the shit out of Jinx for the, like, maybe week we played the game. But Jinx was literally, I think, my only character really played. And Fleet reminds me a lot of Jinx, where she has this like big fucking long range moves. But I kind of want to move away from that because this is a platform fighter, and I think it's going to be like very hard to kind of stick with that. And while I think I would do good with that zoner, and maybe I'll come back and play this character at some point, but I don't think she's going to be my main. Absa is somehow my, even though I can like see raster like the complications, and I can be like, oh, that's interesting. And Fleet, obviously I like zoners, and I've played Jinx before, and Fleet reminds me a lot of Jinx. Absolutely is my favorite out of this win category. There is something so cool about this kid. I love fucking placing the cloud down and exploding it. She moves so quick, long range moves. This character does feel very good. However, my only complaint is that it's a little the design, the actual character design, a little too iffy on me on kind of the furry side of things. I'm not gonna lie. I really like the kid at base, but the design's kind of mid, bro. I don't know. But in terms of win category, definitely my favorite of the three that I've played. So far, obviously. We'll see as I've, like, played more. Now, going into Earth, Earth's pretty fucking cool. They kind of got all banger options except for Olympia. I didn't fuck with Olympia. But yeah, starting off, Lorena, I was completely surprised by. This character is actually really fun. She has my second fastest, like, actual time, and god damn, where some of the moves are just so satisfying. There's something so satisfying about slamming them, fucking placing down the chair, the fucking back row, the fucking ropes, fucking dash forward. This character's really cool, and it does feel like have at least a basic understanding, but it also maybe feels like she's a bit of a like early noob Somper bit, where it's like, oh yeah, this character's like easy enough to handle, where it's like I may just be falling for that trap, but I do think she's up there for who I may main. Moving next up from fucking peak to another peak, fucking Galvin. This character design is, like, the actual design itself, the look of the character is by far my favorite. That is, it's so sick seeing a mechanical dinosaur, obviously. However, the kid itself, I just don't understand. It's like maybe I need to just kind of work with it more. And I mean, I think there is a lot of cool stuff you can do with the drills. And I mean, it is area denial. I think he is definitely up there for I may main. I don't know. I don't know if he's even in my like top three. I'm gonna go through all the characters here, and obviously, and also this video is going to be way over 10 minutes here. I'm realizing now I have a lot to yap about, just giving my opinions on every character. I didn't think it was gonna take this much, but yeah, we're gonna go through them all. Fuck it. Who said the videos had to be 10 minutes? They just had to be at least 10 minutes. But yeah, Galvin. I mean, a lot of the specials do feel cool, like the pulling him in, fucking stabbing him. It's just the placing down of the drills themselves feels a little iffy to me on like trying to understand it and like when I can do it and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe we'll probably try him a bit more and we'll go from there. But I don't know if he's the main here. We're gonna kind of decide as we go here. This yapping is helping me decide. The character that once again, a character I did not fuck with at all. Like it's between Claren and this one on who I fucked with the least. Olympia. First off, the design itself way too furry bait for me, bro. I'm good. This was never going to be my main, and I did not get the kit at all. The crystal was weird as hell. There was times where I couldn't explode it. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? I didn't get it at all, and I don't plan on doing it. The specials didn't feel like very satisfying when they were landing or anything, so it's like, I'm good, bro. Olympia, definitely out of the fucking running, and probably my least favorite character in the game. Maple kind of surprised me. It felt very satisfying, and there seems to be a lot of cool stuff you can do with like obviously the throwing of your seed itself to then like stun them after, and then the placing down of the Venus flytrap was actually really cool. I really enjoyed doing that. There seems to be a lot of honestly cool stuff you can do with this character, but I don't know. Because my thing is, it's like, if I wanted, like, cool, go for the cool mechanics and stuff to learn, I would honestly go for Forest Burn over them. However, I think overall, they did surprise me on that, like, it was genuinely really fun and a lot more fun than I thought. Next up, Crag, the character I actually played last because I somehow completely missed him. I know I said I played left to right, I somehow completely missed Crag initially, which was very funny. And then I played him and set the fastest time. He is the only character that I have a sub 5 minute on. And that's very funny to me. I hit exactly 4:59 on him. And I could see why. I mean, he's just very big, beefy hits. He's just a very easy character, it feels like. And then he has a basically get out of jail free card with his pillar where he's able to just save himself in the air, which is obviously very useful as like a starting player because I'm not good at recovery at all. So while I did like have the best statistical run with him, I don't think he's gonna be my main. Even though, and also he seems to be one of the like it's him, Zetterburn, and Orkane to me that are like the main characters in a sense of like fucking the people you see. So it's like, I don't know. I don't like playing the popular choice, if that makes sense. Like, I think, like, Ludwig mains this and, like, a bunch of other people, and I'm good, bro. Too popular of a choice for me. Rano. Honestly, more fun than I thought. I don't think he is going to be my main just because I don't really get the bubbles fully. However, a lot of really fast and cool attacks, but he was interesting. I'm, like, not too mad about playing him. He is interesting, however, he's not going to be my main, that's for sure. Orkane. Once again, a popular character, I think, at least from what I've seen. Not gonna be my main, however, definitely very interesting kit. I really like what they designed with this kit, and if I do end up actually deciding to fucking like play every character, it would be very interesting to at least learn Orkane because they do have some very interesting things to them. Now, up to probably who's in first place right now in terms of like, I really enjoy their kit and might just be the main Daedalus. Oh my god, there's something so cool and so satisfying about playing this giant polar bear, bro. Dude, there's this kit just, I understand it. I feel like just at base, like I can get like a base understanding of it. It feels natural to me, at least right now. Like the fucking shout for the ice forward, the fucking run forward. It's very cool to have like extra movement with the ice, obviously. There's so much fun stuff with this character, and the design is sick as hell, so Daedalus may just end up being the main because they feel the most natural. I don't know, because it's kind of between. We'll get into them. Let's talk about the last character here, Slade. Talk about a character that has so much fucking going on. Obviously, the most recent character to the game, and goddamn, did they cook up something interesting. I like that there is a item character in this game. However, no, I'm good, bro. There is not a universe where I'm gonna try to learn like what's best in every scenario, how this goes, how that goes. I'm just not doing it. So I don't think Slade's gonna be the main, even though very cool aesthetic in terms of like actual aesthetic design. Very cool. Pirate Shark, I see. I love that, and obviously Swordy again. Fucking love swords in fighting games. Now, who shall I main? So, like, looking up the options here, we have Forsburn. I'm gonna just cut off Absa because while they are fun, I don't think it's a main kind of material, and it does feel very comfortable and very like nice. I want to learn some stuff here, and like Forsburn may end up taking it. Forsburn was really kind of fun. So we got Forsburn, Lorena, Galvin, and Daedalus. Those are like the four it's between here, right? Let's go down the pros and cons here. Forsburn felt very interesting, felt like I have a lot to learn. Like, if I really wanted to start from the beginning and learn everything about this game, it's Forsburn. However, that means it's probably going to be the character that, like, if I main, it's gonna take me the longest to get, like, actually good at. Just because it felt like he had so many options, and his kit feels so risky in terms of, like, one fuck up and you may be dead. Lorena felt like a very rushed down character, crazy fucking I mean, and honestly had some good recovery as well, like some surprisingly good recovery. I mean, like in terms of these four, probably the biggest, like if I want to just win right now, Lorena I feel like does feel like the best. Galvin, like I don't want to cut him off, but I think I gotta, just because I really didn't like connect with the kid at all or really fuck with it. Felt very slow as well. Like I never really want to play Galvin when Daedalus is right there. So I think the top three right now, and the three that like I'd definitely be like playing the most after this, is Forsburn, Lorena, and Daedalus. Who takes that top? I'm gonna cut off Lorena. I don't think I'm fucking with it that much. I think it's between Forsburn and Hillis, which really surprises me here. Oh, do I go Forsburn, man? I think I'm gonna. Genuinely, because Daedalus does feel very natural. However, there's not and a very good like defense, because I think his armor like can give you, I don't think it's like super armor, but is very useful and gives some sort of defense. The Forsburn, the smoke feels so cool. You can like absorb the smoke to then do a super move. You obviously have the clone. There feels like there's so many options here, right? So I think, like, do I see myself as like the Forsburn man? Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I think it might be Forsburn for now. I think at least for the start, for like early mating here, I'm gonna go with Forsburn. It was, I think, the character I enjoyed the most. While I didn't like connect with the thing or do the best on him, I think I'm gonna main Forsburn. I think he was really interesting, and I can learn a lot. And while helping my movement around, and like being able to having to go invisible and still keep track of my character is going to be it's gonna help with my movement. So fuck it, we're going Forsburn as a main. But alright, I was gonna talk about in this character as well, or in this episode as well, like fucking why we made in fighting games or anything like that. No, we're almost on 20 minutes here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and the background of this will be Forsburn footage, so I guess I'll kind of spoil what I picked in the end, but oh well. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you tomorrow.